What do pharmaceutical executives think about the people who take their products? Well, according to some executives, not very highly. They don't think very highly of you at all. In fact, executives at several pharmaceutical companies were actually caught mocking customers who had become addicted to their products, according to newly released emails. The emails were revealed by West Virginia prosecutor Paul Farrell Jr. in a trial against drug makers, AmerisourceBergen, Cardinal Health Incorporated, and McKesson Corporation. Now, in it, these emails, you will find nothing but disdain for regular working people who needed medication, were often prescribed powerful opioids for pain, sometimes, in some cases, unnecessarily, and then, some ended up getting addicted as a result. Again, regular people, working people, sometimes they get into accidents or they have debilitating pain or conditions they develop and need these medications. But to these executives, they're what they call, quote unquote, pillbillies. Get it? Hillbilly, because the Appalachia, and then with the pills. See how clever we are? Here's the context, by the way. Watch out, Georgia and Alabama, says one email. There will be a mass exodus of pillbillies heading north, wrote AmerisourceBergen executive Chris Zimmerman after Florida passed legislation in 2011 cracking down on pharmacies. Other executives made up songs about Appalachian addicts to the tune of Beverly Hillbillies and Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, while a corporate investigator forwarded an email titled Oxycontin for Kids, showing a cereal box altered to read Smack. A coworker had replied, "You're just a barrel of laughs today." Yes, real funny. Talk about drug addiction. Now, of course, they're complicit here because these are the companies that would literally dump, well, maybe not literally, but figuratively dump millions of pills into small towns in Appalachia. Yeah. Let's see. Another email he forwarded contained an Associated Press article regarding increased shipment trucks among distributors. Quote, "There's a whole lot of pain in the Appalachian area." Well, yes, and you're kind of helping on that one. You're helping to make it worse. Back in 2018, you might remember, drug distributors actually shipped about 20.8 million painkillers to a West Virginia town with a total population of 3,000. Why would a town of 3,000 need 20.8 million pills? The House Committee on Energy and Commerce had sent letters to two drug distributors asking why they sent so many pills and whether the spiking orders for the drugs raised any red flags. Of course, they didn't, because they were making money. They didn't ask any questions. The letter to Springfield, Illinois-based H.T. Smith says West Virginia court documents suggest the company sent to two pharmacies a whopping 39,000 hydrocodone pills in a 2-day period in 2007. A pharmacy in the nearby town of Kermit was similarly inundated with pills from a company, Miami Lucan, based in Springboro, Ohio. 2008, Miami Lucan alone provided 5,624 pills for every man, woman, and child in Kermit, according to the committee's letter. The committee also notes that a doctor in another state with offices 2 hours away was responsible for prescribing about 39% of all oxycodone pills at the pharmacy in tiny Oceania, West Virginia. The pharmacy was provided about 4.3 million painkillers by Miami Lucan from 2008 to 2015. So the CDC, by the way, as a result of all of this, reported that 884 people died drug overdoses in West Virginia in the year of 2016, the highest rate in the country, which, by the way, West Virginia, Appalachia, is being hit incredibly hard by the opioid epidemic. Now, the center identifies opioids, both prescription and illicit, as the main driver of drug overdose deaths. So sometimes people just who need the pain medication get overprescribed. Stronger doses, too strong of a dose. And people sometimes will get that prescription for a while, end up becoming addicted to it, and then not have access to it anymore and turn to illicit. Obviously, people who sell the drugs in the black market sometimes cut them with other things, and there you go. You have deaths and addiction that way. Now, Zimmerman apologized in court for sending emails, but insisted the term Pillbillies was actually in reference to the drug dealers, not the patients. Quote, I shouldn't have sent the emails. Oh, you're sorry about it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have sent the emails. Why? Because you got caught? Is that why? And by the way, wouldn't that make you the Pillbilly? You're the drug dealer. These companies flooded the area with pills. Flooded. In fact, AmerisourceBergen, Cardinal Health, and McKesson actually sent about 127.9 million opioid doses to Cabal County between 2006 and 2014, despite the area having a population of about 90,000 people. That's a lot of pills. Now, I'm no expert, but do you need that many pills in that area? I understand that there are people with chronic pain conditions that they absolutely need these pills to function and live normal lives. But it seems like a lot to me. I don't know. Again, I'm wondering how many of these people ended up in the hands of people suffering from diseases of despair, like, for example, poverty, or were overprescribed to them by doctors who had wanted kickbacks. I wonder about that, but I wonder if they wondered about that, or if they even cared. For me, it makes me think that they didn't care because they were making money. They were making a buck. And that's why it's a good lesson in why stuff like this, healthcare, drugs, pharmaceutical stuff, maybe shouldn't be in the hands of a for-profit industry that prioritizes shareholder profits above everything else. Because then you get situations like this. I mean, but then, for them, who cares? A bunch of debt-addicted, possibly jailed people don't really matter to them. Because it's all about greed. Always has been. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.